Hello YouTube, it's Lion here with Hobbies of a Man once again, and today guys we're gonna do a book haul, this month's book haul for the month of April. So before we get started, please like and please subscribe if you like my content, and comment down below if you have any videos that you guys would like to watch or have me make, I guess. And yeah, so this month I didn't really get that much stuff. I didn't get any physical manga. I got some online though, and I'll end up posting pictures of the titles right here when I get to that point. But yeah, I mostly bought light novels, and I even bought a couple regular books this month. So yeah, let's just get started. So the first two things that I want to show you are actually from March, but they didn't get here until May. And they weren't in my previous haul, so I'm just going to put them at the beginning right now. So that would be, suppose a kid from the Last Dungeon Boonies moved to a starter town, Volume 1. There you go. And The Devil's a Part-Timer. There you go. This one is messed up on the spine because I ripped off the sticker that was on it, and it just came off. So yeah. This one is a pure fantasy story about this kid from the village that is right outside the last dungeon, moving to a starter town. And he moves to the starter town because by the standards of his village, he's extremely weak. And so he wants to live somewhere that's rather easier to live in. And turns out that he's basically overpowered, because even though he's the weakest out of all the strongest people, he's still stronger than basically everyone else. And yeah, it looks like it'll be a fun read. So yeah, this one's a Devil's a Part-Timer, which is something I already made a review on. I'll put it in the card right there, I guess. And it's about this demon lord that makes it to our world for some reason. And because he needs money, and in order to live, he starts working at McDonald's, and that's that. The other book I got, those two were from Better World Books, which is a great service, usually. And this next book I got from Amazon. It's brand new. It's Infinite Dendrogram Volume 2. Does it say Volume 2? Yeah, Volume 2. It says it right there. This is a J Novel Club title. It's kind of like SAO, but it's a lot more lore based, I guess. It's about this guy that plays in this VR MMO video game that it has infinite possibilities, and he starts to find it more interesting than his real life, I guess. I read the first volume, and I think I made my review for it already, but I don't really know how to, summarize this next volume, because I don't really know anything about it. So yeah. The next stuff I got was another Better World Books order. This one has two regular books. The first one that I got was Tarnsman of Gore by John Norman. This is a rather old book in the style of John Carter of Mars, or Conan the Barbarian. This is, I think, a problematic title because it deals with a lot of BDSM-esque slavery and unequal relationships, and so a lot of people find it problematic, but I thought it was an interesting title, and I know that the first couple books in the series are not that bad, and I wanted to read it before I judged it, because even if it's not a great title, there's still something that's probably good in it, and I want to see what it is. And then the other one I got was Evan Curry's Into the Black, part of the Odyssey 1 series. This is a rather good military space opera, I guess. I don't really know if he classifies it as a space opera or as a military sci-fi. But it's a really good one. I've read it a bunch of times digitally, but I wanted to get it in a physical format. And I think I'll start buying these brand new from directly from him. I just wanted to get one used in order to know what it was like. But this one's rather messed up. It's really sticky all over. And it had like this film on it, like the stuff that they put for library books. And I took it off, and that's why it's all sticky. And it kind of messed up the finish on the book. But I'm still happy to own a physical copy. And the last thing I ordered from that set was Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in the Dungeon Volume 1. This is one that I'm really excited to get to read. I really like the anime adaptation, which is kind of one of the reasons I got into light novels. And yeah, the art here is really nice. I think it's watercolored. I don't really know. There you go. Pure culture here. And yeah, this one is about, it's another pure fantasy story about this rather weak individual who wants to become a hero and be part of the dungeon explorers. And he is taken in by this goddess called Hestia. And yeah, he's kind of overpowered, I guess. But there's a mystery to how that is. And yeah, it's pretty cool. This next pile is by another Better World Books group and eBay as well. So I had originally gotten 3 books from Better World Books, but one of them, which was Okusan Online Volume 2, or Do You Love Your Mom and Her 2-Hit Multi-Target Attacks Volume 2, was out of stock after I bought it, so I couldn't get it, and I'm going to get a refund for it. But the other 2 books did come in, and, well, I'll just show you. So this is Axel World by Reki Kawahara, the guy that made SAO. And this is a rather interesting story from what I understand. It's very much like a VR MMO type of setting, like SAO, but it's not like a death game. And yeah. The only problem is that this is a library copy. Usually when I buy from Better World Books, their light novels are not library copies. So this one has a bunch of that weird film that they add on top. And I can't take it off because it's been stuck there for so long that it's going to rip off the image. So I'm just going to keep it, and I guess I'll get around to buying a new version, a new copy in the future, and I'll turn this into a used bookstore or something. And this one's a bit disappointing. I really hate this stupid film, and it's really thick, so it makes the book feel like it's a hardcover, which I guess would be cool, but I don't love hardcovers that much except for display purposes, so I'm not super excited about that. The other book I got from that order was The Devil's a Part-Timer Volume 2. This one's rather nice. Oh, let me, well, I'll take off the sticker later. This is the second volume to the one I talked about previously. It's the continuation of that story, and it seems like it's going to be rather fun. Apparently, there's a Kentucky Fried Chicken that's going to be a rival to the Demon King's McDonald's, and so I guess that some hilarity ensues because of that. And I'm excited to read this as well. Yeah, and this is much thicker than the original one. Here, let me see if you can see that. It's not twice as long, but like at least a quarter longer than the previous one, which is cool. I like that. And then these other 3 I got from a seller on eBay. And it's volumes 2, 3, and 4 of Is It Wrong to Pick Up a Girl? Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in the Dungeon? There you go, that's volume 2, that's volume 3, that's volume 4, and yeah, I'm really excited to get to these, but I have to read the first one, obviously, and it'll be nice to see how this compares to the anime. If you guys want me to do a comparison for this light novel series to the anime, or for Devil's a Part-Timer, please comment down below and let me know, and subscribe and like and all that stuff, please. And then let's do the manga section of this, because I didn't buy anything physically. I bought some stuff on Bookwalker because I had like 400 coins, And they had this sale from Katakawa. Well, no, sorry, not from Katakawa, from Kodansha. That was volume ones were available for $1 each. So I scooped up a couple volumes of stuff that I wanted to check out. So I got Gleipnir volume 1. This was one that I'd been having my eye on for a while, but I hadn't picked up yet because well, I didn't know if it was going to be that interesting, but then the anime got released and there was a lot of hype around it, so I decided to pick it up because it was only $1. The next one I got was Interviews with Monster Girls Volume 1, which I literally only bought because it was about monster girls. So hopefully it's full of culture, like a man in his merch likes to say. Yeah, that's basically it for that volume. So the other volume I got was Magus of the Library. I was at a bookstore like a month or so, no, maybe more than that, almost 2 months ago. And I was talking to this guy that was there, and we were helping out this mom buy manga for her kid. And one of the books that he recommended to her was Magus of the Library, that is about this kid that's obsessed with books. And so he wants to find this like treasure trove and this like super amazing library, I think. And I picked it up because it was $1, and the premise sounds really interesting, something that I can really get behind. So yeah. Next, I picked up Noragami Stray God Volume 1. This is one that I'd seen and heard a lot about, but I hadn't ever really had that much interest in it. But I saw this review the other day, well, like a while ago, that was talking about Noragami, and I thought it was really interesting sounding, so I picked it up. Next is Eden Zero. This one is because I'm a Hiro Mashima fan, and I'm excited to see his slightly different art style for this one. And the last book I got was Die Wergelder Volume 1, where this is the omnibus. It was $1 for an omnibus. I was like super excited about it, so I picked it up, and I'll see what if I like it or not. It sounds similar to this comic book I've read by Aspen called Executive Assistant Iris. And yeah, hopefully it's good. So yeah, my friend that went to Japan before all of this really got bad got me something from there. He brought me back Volume 1 of My Hero Academia, which is super cool. Thank you a lot, dear friend of mine. And yeah, it's really cool. It's really nice. It has this extra ribbon thing that's showing off the movie, which was really good. And yeah, and it's a slipcover, which is really interesting. I didn't know about this until I got this. And so yeah, and there's a secondary art. This is concept art, I think. This is Midoriya, Bakugo, Uraraka, and All Might. And here's All Might in the back. And yeah, I really like this. I think the size is really great. I really enjoy mass market paperbacks. So this is basically the same size. And yeah. So thank you very much for bringing me this back from Japan. And yeah, that's what he brought me. And he also let me borrow Komi-san, all 6 volumes of it. Well, I think there's more volumes now, but he had 6 of them, or he has 6 of them, and he let me borrow them. So these aren't mine, but I'm gonna put them in my haul because they're in my possession. So there you go. Komi-san Volume 2, Volume 3, Volume 4. I like this cover. Volume 5. This one looks really interesting. And Volume 6. And let me show you Volume 1 again. There you go. And yeah, that's everything I have. If you guys want to see any specific reviews, or if you want to recommend anything, please comment down below, let me know. And yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. See you later.